Welcome to this video tutorial for Access Nevada. In this video, we'll be showing you how to create an account from the public portal and how to file a dispute resolution request as a public user or as an LEA user with an established account. This video describes general functionality for navigating the dispute request process. What is displayed on your screen will depend on the dispute type selected, and your experience may be different from what is shown in this video. To submit an electronic request for dispute resolution, a public user must first create a user account in Access Nevada. Navigate to the public user registration site. Complete the account creation process by filling out the required fields in the Your Information section: full name, email, password, and confirm password. Check the box to agree to the electronic communication agreement, and click the Create Account button to complete the registration. After completing the form, you will see a confirmation modal. Click Confirm, and you'll be directed to the Account Creation Success screen, where you will be asked to verify your account via the link sent to your email. Navigate to your email and open the Access Nevada verification message. Once you click the Verify Your Email link, you will be prompted to log in with your email and password. You will be directed to the Create Dispute Request page. From here, you will be able to begin filling out a dispute request. When creating a dispute request as an LEA user, you will access dispute requests via the Access Nevada dashboard. To initiate a dispute resolution action request from the dashboard, first ensure your LEA and the current school year appear in the top right corner of the page. Then click Create Request under Dispute Resolution in the left navigation pane. You will be directed to the Create Dispute Request page. The Access Nevada system has a variety of in-system help features to guide you through the process of requesting dispute resolution. Help text below headings explain the process in a variety of areas. To create a case, you must select a dispute type by clicking the associated radio button. For purposes of this training video, we will view the facilitation dispute type. Other request types will follow a similar pattern of completion. You will then complete the following. For the child information section, type the child's full name in the corresponding field. Please note that required fields throughout the system are brought to your attention by the use of asterisks, red warning text, warning icons, and validations. You have the option to record the date of birth and address of residence of the child. Select the date of birth using the calendar icon. Type the address of residence of the child in the corresponding fields. Record the public agency and school from the drop-down menus. You may enter the student's state unique ID if known. To complete the Your Information section, select your role as the person making the dispute request from the drop-down menu. Type your name, address, email, and phone number into the corresponding fields. The system will automatically require parent information to be included as an additional party if the initial requester is someone other than the parent. This includes the communication preference information for the parent. You may also add additional parties to the request by clicking the Add Additional Party button. When these sections are complete, click Continue. The system will then display relevant information fields to be addressed that will vary according to the dispute type selected. Again, for purposes of this training video, we will view the facilitation dispute type. but other request types will follow a similar pattern of completion. Clickable help icons are available throughout the system for additional in-depth explanations. Click outside of the pop-up modal to close the help information. You will then complete the following information on the request details page. If you know the date of the student's most recent IEP meeting and/or the date of the most recent evaluation, click in the appropriate field to add known dates. Dates can be typed manually using a month-day-year format or selected by clicking on the associated calendar icon. Clicking in the IEP Areas field will open a multi-select drop-down and display IEP areas that could be selected for assistance during the IEP meeting. Check the box next to any specific areas you want included in the facilitation request. Once areas have been checked, click anywhere on the page. The drop-down will close, and checked items will display in the field. You must click on the Yes or No radio button to document if an IEP meeting has been scheduled for the student. If you indicate a meeting has been scheduled by selecting Yes, you will be required to provide the date of the scheduled meeting by clicking in the Scheduled Date field and manually typing the date using a month-day-year format, or clicking on the associated calendar icon and selecting the appropriate date. If No is selected, you may provide any time constraints for the conduct of the IEP meeting. Click the Yes or No radio button to indicate if you have a preference for a specific facilitator. If selecting Yes, you must then select a preferred facilitator from the drop-down list provided. You may use the radio buttons to select your preference for facilitation. Once all required fields have been addressed, the Continue button will become active. Click it to proceed to the File Upload page. The File Upload page will allow you to upload any documents relevant to the case. If needed, answer any questions regarding personally identifiable information, PII, and the transfer of rights that may be required. You may upload these documents if prompted. Once all required fields have been addressed, the Continue button will become active. Click it to proceed to the Sign and Submit page. The Sign and Submit page will allow you to view the case details by clicking the corresponding button. You may now electronically sign and submit the request, save the request without submitting, or cancel the request by using the buttons at the bottom of the page. When you select the Electronically Sign and Submit Request page, a signature page will display in a new tab. Review the document and click the Sign button at the bottom of the page. A signature modal will appear. Select your style preference and click the electronic signature box. Click Continue. Click the Submit Request button. You will then see the Thank You page where you may download a copy of the submitted request or navigate to the Dispute Resolution dashboard. Thank you for viewing this video tutorial.